Hello everyone, it's Mecha-san here. Oh boy, yeah, we're getting big here. We've got Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, Season 2, Episode 10, or Episode... yeah. Already, Prospera. Quiet Zero showing its power combined with the Ariel. We've got these brand new, essentially G-bit Gundams. And I'm almost... at this point, I would not be indeed surprised if that fan drawing of like Quiet Zero turning into a Gundam is not true. I want it to be true. I really do. It's not gonna happen, but I would be happy if it did. I don't know. I'm being silly. Okay, so all right, we've got some good things. Suletta told him the truth of what she is, a repli child, which is just a fancy way of saying a clone. Just say you're a clone, kid. You're a clone of Eddie, and you get what your mother wants, and nothing can be done. So the Space Assembly League says we got a Gundam here that we acquired when we took over Vantis Institute. Huh, so you had that Gundam in storage all along. It's amazing. It's kind of impressive here how they have all these bubble suits here, like the Lidriff mass production out of this Gundam they've had in storage for over 20 years, and they're still good. We've got basically IBO syndrome. The IBO principles here in which, yeah, these Gundams can stay in a vault or buried in the dirt for centuries, and because of what, the reactor, they're still good as new. I'd like to know much more about these machines here, because again, at least IBO had an explanation. What's the explanation behind how these Gundams can still be such powerhouses after 2 decades? Like, not even the Exia, being 4 years old by the time of Season 2, could match up to more modern suits like the A-Head and such. Well, granted, it was damaged, but you get the idea. And, well, actually, we got the same problem here with Age and how the Dark Hound was able to just... wow. You know, at least it showed how even Kira struggled to fight against like Zaku Warriors and Guff Ignited in the Strike Rouge. I mean, did he even manage to neutralize a couple of those suits? Oh well. So yeah, we got that here, and we've got Ghoul Brother, who clearly is in dire need of counseling right now, because he's taking all his blame on the Miorine and is boarding the Caliburn. The Caliburn was it the Caliburn or the Jatark Gundam? He's boarding that thing. I'm worried here. So yeah, and now we got, again, people remind you, because of the YouTube copyright strike, stuff like that, to avoid this being blocked, I have to lower the volume a lot here, so you can barely hear it, and I have to do the opacity on the screen here. I typically have the opacity up to down to 25, and it works here. I haven't been copyright blocked so far, and that's what matters. Okay, lowering the audio a bit more. So we got, yeah, Quiet Zero. We got, like, wow, all fleet reporting in. Okay. Alright, so we're seeing this again. Lowering the volume again here. So it's a second wave. Alright, seriously, how does that work? How does the energy field work here? Lorentz? Lorentz force. Guided missile systems. But those things use permanent as well, so... Look at that, redirected. They've been overridden. The guidance system. Missiles. All right. So you fired too many missiles. 1/3 of the ships in the third fleet are inoperable. All right, they're okay. So they're staying out of range from Quiet Zero. Smart move, and just firing, just trying with their best here. But they've got the Lorenz field. I think the first time we got a name for it. Actually, they probably named it a few times, but this is the one where it was truly impactful here, where we actually see them name the field directly. And yeah, like the missiles use permit as a guidance system, so of course it's gonna override it. Use some dumb fire missiles. 1/3 of ships in the third fleet. Yep. To reactivate the permit reactor. Eddie, what's your opinion here? I like that as well here. Like, it takes some time to reactivate. So, the Space Assembly League doesn't know that they can't do this for prolonged periods here. There's a time limit here, but they don't know. So, if they get that information and strike, they can do it. They can disable a lot of their forces before the reactor recharges. Okay, we've got Miorine. Okay. Well. Oh, no. Get back in there. Oh, now, Miorine. What the heck? This is not good. I still got to cut the music just in case. Okay, the nice switch. We say Quiet Zero there, and the aerial in the system plugged into the system. Wow. And it was pointed out that we haven't seen the Farrak in a while. And I'm still curious about Pale there and just how they quickly jump ship here. I mean, they're controlled by an AI. That's their boss. So I probably told them that, yeah, time to jump ship. So they're pretty much already in the dystopian era. The Lorenz field. Okay, it's just, I love how these guys were destroyed by their own missiles here. Not even their defenses were enough. The woven path, but yeah, 1/3 of the third fleet was destroyed by their own weapons, and you guys seriously need to invest more in anti-missile defense systems. Want to power the demi-barding again? That's it? Frick it, it'll cost you. We could never pay that. It's gonna get broken, obviously. It's gonna go into battle. But I do love this classic running joke here where they show how much it would cost, but we as the audience never see it. We just got their reaction to gauge off of, and it's a lot of money. and of course, it's a mobile suit. I would just love to see at one point we get like a cost estimate on mobile suits here. Like, I don't know, just give me how much did the Zaku 2 cost compared to say the Zaku 1. If anything, as well as like tell me how much the Type C cost in comparison to the Type F. I imagine the Type F is it's a bit more cheaper because the Type C Zaku 2, it had extra defenses against radiation since that model was meant to use like nuclear warheads and such. And of course, like how much did the RX-78 Gundam Dash 2 Gundam cost compared to say the prototype Gundam? And how much it cost compared to the Jins, the GMs, and just so much. I want to know all this stuff, the little bits here and there. Don't go south. Yeah, it's Martin's job as like the president, the head of Earth House to worry about these kind of stuff. One more thing. Can you take Roji with you? Huh? About this. The Quiet Zero? Animal Tear Tat. All this in one day? This is longer than Mobile Craft Manual. Is it? Yeah, I like that here. Like, taking care of the cattle, the instructions is bigger than the mobile craft they use here in construction. I'll say. Calibarn. Yeah, you can't. No, you can't. Hearing everything. Hearing the truth. I tell you, he was a lucky one. You learn the truth. Yeah, you went along with your mom a lot. She's grown. True character growth for Suletta there. We have seen how she has been gaslighted by her mom so much to the point where she'd do anything for her. Like whatever her mom said she'd do. But now, here she is standing up against her mom. Wanting to stop her. I guess in a way that was her big sister's gift to her as well. Like, make your own decisions. And even her mom as well. Even her, that's kind of also her mom, a gift from her mom as well when she pushed her away, like, go live your school life. Yes, yeah, and like I said here, Prospera does care for Suletta. It's just, she's number 3 in the top 3 things she cares about. And yeah, she's pushing forward here, which is different from, Elan 5 here, who all about going backwards, and we know the whole thing. You go back, you gain 1, push forward, gain 2. You push back. He went backwards. He gained 1 thing, his own life, but he lost something. All you can do is run away. Talk to Miorine. Second way, but yep. Because they don't know about the reactor. Space and League Victor. The League, yeah, these guys are still technically like, okay, I know that I still can't remember their unit call whatever. Essentially, they're the internal security of the Bennett group. Suletta. Brion, option unit. Yeah, I like that. He not good at confrontation. That's why he used the Haro a lot. We'll be ready to test the Caliban. Okay, so the League made it. So with Guel. That'd be a waste of time. Pushing forward. Oh. Okay, a fencing duel. The last time I saw this, a fencing duel was. Well, I think it's quite not. Let's see. I know we had George pilot of Gundam Road. He was a fencer, but Gundam Wing, yeah, Gundam Wing came after G Gundams, and well, either way, like the last time I saw fencing here, a proper fencing, was Gundam Wing. It's like, wow, it still was a fun sight to see Treize Kushinaga defeat Wu Fei in simple fencing like it was nothing. So when was the last time we saw this? I mean, was it really just Gundam Wing? I mean, I'm pretty sure they did do like hand-to-hand melee combat training. No, this was the result itself is the only truth. Fixed release. Wow, I'm a little surprised here. I thought this is okay. Suletta's being pushed back, but she had a pretty good. Whoa! Nice dodge. Transfer again. Damn, it looked okay. At first it looked like they were Guel and Suletta were just gauging each other's strength, each other's like ability, and then Guel had clearly the advantage because I'd imagine he'd have far more experience in these real life like fencing battle, fencing duels, stuff like that. Pushing Suletta back, and Suletta made a quick reflex opening. It makes me wonder if indeed Suletta is just not an actual traditional clone in which it's straight copy, but she has some enhancements done. You were hoping. What a fool am I? Yeah, I mean, are you? I mean, it looked like you wanted this to happen. No react? Oh, wait, there we go. The very small reaction. That got a reaction. She knows it's not gonna work. Really scary indeed. A convenient pet talk. Nope. Is that you, kid? She used you. No, that was the right thing to do. That was the right. Pulling Suletta away from her mother was the right thing to do here, even though it was also what Prospero wanted. Because, like I said, she cares if she indeed cares about Suletta. She doesn't want her to get involved in all this here. So, some degree of plausible deniability here. You made mistakes too. To be fair, no, that was a mistake here. Miss Sophie? Right thing. It was something you did, which at the time, at the moment, you just did it because you had to. You had to, and everything like that. You had to react. You didn't have time to think. Whether it was right or wrong. Exactly. You can't take it. Even if there's nothing to gain, I have to move forward. Yeah. Sometimes you gain nothing. I mean, I can't help but compare this to the new types of what the new types were stated idealistically to be. They were supposed to be a step forward in humanity. Yeah, look what it gained. In the end, it's supposed to get step forward. You're supposed to better understand each other. No more war. Blah blah blah. Way too idealistic, by the way. Here, it's like that's blind idealism here. That's unrealistic. It was never gonna be that easy. Becoming a new type made it easier to understand one another, understand others, but that's a double-edged sword. You can, I think, like we see in Zeta Gundam here with Camille and 4, that Camille understood 4 the best here, and what did that accomplish? Nothing. That didn't bring them closer together, didn't fix the problems, or nothing, or anything like that. And then there was, of course, people like Shirako. Maybe, do you really want to understand why he does all this? Hell, do you want to understand why Garen thinks this whole war, the 1-year war, was a good thing? And why, if by some incredible miracle Zeon did win the war, he was gonna like cull another billion people? Do you really want to understand why he thinks that's a good thing? And even if you did finally understand his reasoning, would you accept it? That's another thing as well. So yeah, that's the thing. Moving forward, sometimes, yeah, you gain nothing. Heck, moving forward, sometimes you lose something because something's left behind here. But yeah, the point is you move forward. Because I met you. Nice song, by the way, piano mix. With like a violin playing there. Come to Earth with me. Come with me to Earth, yeah? Nope, she's not ready. She's kind of undressed. I'll go on my own. Wait, are you dressed? I think he's caught in the moment here. Oh. Wow. Okay, at least she is dressed, but damn! Did you just? It's like you got out of bed after a rough night's sleep. Man, take the hand. And the shippers are going nuts. I'll probably make that a thumbnail, by the way. But wow. And how the song like stopped playing as they tightened, as they really that hit hard. Meanwhile, we have Eddie here. She's active again. 90%, 90. Recovery system. Plant. Let's okay, so I thought that Quad Zero was in the plant. Where was that thing hiding? If that's on the plant, where was it? I don't know. She got dressed at least and got her hair done. Your father woke up, didn't he? Yo, he woke up? When? He woke up? When? I'll be damned. Or from the Gundam's curse. So I won't allow you to give up and die either. You lousy. I think he smiled. That's probably the closest we ever get to him smiling. So yeah, I'm confused. They were constructing this somewhere else then? Where? They're scouting around, investigating. They seem to have beaten us to it. You're telling Rembrandt himself. Performance is only at 60%. Recover certain units. That's why I have to go to certain units. So the plant was working on certain components for Quiet Zero, and so what? The plant get can't even pronounce that name. Someone say it in English. Someone pronounce that name in English. Plant Quetta was working on the components, and Quiet Zero was assembled off-site. To cover the entire Earth sphere. Our Gundams. You'll die instantly. It was such a high score load. Oh, really? To rewrite the Schwartz. The Schwartz, that's the Jatark one, right? Switchable cockpit space. If you add a control system that doesn't use permit length. It's like driving a car blindfolded. It's like, boy, it makes me wonder what early mobile suits were like here before, unless, of course, the mobile suits came in after Permit, long after Permit was discovered. It's like driving a car blindfolded. The NTPs? But the code to shut it down. From interfering. And the gun nodes. The Gundam nodes. She's right on her own. And look at that, the seriousness in her eyes. They will have the units. It's so weird when I hear that in adults. Even modern, even in real life adults are like, they don't want to handle the responsibility of being an adult here. Like they say, you hold up, be accountable, but wow. But it's very rare when I see adults, especially adults in Gundam, actually own up and say, we're adults, we should be the one to handle this here. We should be the one to carry the responsibilities, not you kids. From Lagrange 4. Now in effect for all Benner Group employees. Mercury myth? To keep moving forward. Sharik? I'm still worried about Laude here, Guel's brother, but wow, Shadik. Stream test at any time. Chief. Time for final adjustments. Old museum piece like this. Oh, it's an old museum? Wait, so you did have mobile suit, I guess, well, at the cockpit ball before you discovered Permit? Used to working with junk. But the museum piece, huh? Oh, you're gonna throw up. Want some motion sickness pills? Oh, I agree with that. You sends gift from the earth. Who looked it up? This was the genetic code. Words. I will always be attached to you, Miorine. Aww. Mom loved you. We'll grow some more. Ooh. That's a new gun. Is that? Go back. That's a Caliburn? With the way the silhouette looked when it showed, I would have thought the crest would be much bigger, almost like what the Double Zeta Gundam's crest was. Granted, that thing was also a mega particle cannon, but here it looked like it could have been a massive sensor. Here, but it looks very basic. I like it. I like it. The face reminds me of the Exia. Because it has no grill right there. The shoulders, very much Gundam, very much like regular Gundam. This is very down to earth basic here. Even the antenna is a little, it's just a tad bit stylized, but not to the extreme. It's almost like it downgraded to the original. I like it. You'll have to clear score 5. Filters to reduce feedback from the caliber doesn't have any filters. So it makes me wonder what kind of filters did the Lidriff, all of the various Lidriff models have, the Farok, all those units. Basically the filters here, we get mentioned a few times here, like in IBO. A lot of Gundams with the Alea Vignana systems are equipped with restraints to control the amount of feedback, that the system receives into the pilot. Obviously, when Mikazuki in the Barbados has those disabled entirely, so then it helped that Mikazuki has 3 whiskers. But we see what happens when someone with, what was that guy? How many whiskers did the pilot who tried to link up the Barbados to deliver to Mika have? Ooh, boy. But it's produced and maintained a higher permit with the same amount of permit. You can't coexist. You're too nice. He does not deserve that kind of thanks. Any kind of thanks, bud. No permit. Here we go. Plus, ooh. Permit score. Plus 5 points. Get code 4. They're going in. Okay, the red has gone down a bit. Cleared. She's still red though. I wonder if she notices you. Activate a permit reactor confirmed. The pale. Pull off her first. Let's see what she can do. So what is that? I'm waiting for Lauda to show up at any point in time. Penetrated boundary surface of data storm. Object? What object? No. Oh, you're looking at caliber, alright. It's got a nice white coloring. Oh, okay, they've got like a flight unit? Like a... And what? Interesting pack. How many did you take out? What would it be, Eri? So it recognizes, huh? Mm-hmm. Nice! Oh, we got a rogue suit here. Oh, Lauda! The Schwartz. Oh, I was wondering. It's your brother! Yeah, I was wondering where he was. Destroy the bits, nice. Beam saber. Oh yeah, blue beam sabers. Very rare to see those. Damn. Suletta, come on. Maybe try to talk to the Calib. Eddie's trying to communicate with you. Eddie L is out. Your sister wants. Oh God! Timing, of course. Lauda has to come in right when the operation has begun, has commenced. You gotta have a random, like, out of left field wrench to throw into the gears. Oh boy. I don't know, part of me I was just begging here, try talking to the Caliburn. Maybe that'll work. But yeah, if, obviously, Suletta was created at some, obviously, Suletta had to have been created right when, who knows how long, how often Eddie was being used, but controlling the system. Already been natural, her brain adapted to the gun format here in a data storm. So naturally she can see it better, but I still think it's a matter of age. If Eddie was 4 years old when she linked up with the Lidrith, so that's it here. Just gotta be young, and it's amazing here. The doctor had no underhanded intentions. Unrelenting tenderness. Ah. Yeah. How many of you were actually hoping that we'd have Suletta and Miorine holding hands as they walk? But yeah, we see the ones here that making a stand. Hopefully the solution for the adult in the back here. They got a lot. They have a lot to do. Not much else I can say here except, wow, and seriously, now this idiot comes in with this thing? Well, I can't wait to see him raise the permit score. Yeah, well, he does. And see just how well Guel manages it, because, well, now he's more familiar with what it's like to not only engage a Gundam with a Gundam here and permit score, but he knows how to do proper fights, like where life and death is at stake. Of course, we have this is a hell of an image right here. It kind of reminds me of like the time we see Kyoji on the Dark Gundam outside of it, like on the side. It's like, wow. Oh boy, I'm sure Setsuna is so jealous right now, but and the Caliburn's a very not handsome. It's a very beautiful Gundam. Let's see if I can try to get a good image of it. Yeah. very beautiful and simplicity. Like less is more, and yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, they definitely brought in like the OG designers. Like I'm Kino Oku with Kino Okuwara. Yeah. Either way, yeah. Yeah, original designer, everything like that. I love how it's pure white. It symbolizing purity and such with the red, which it's a good contrast with the red as well. Which in Japan, red represents anger and chaotic, I believe. It's interesting way we have interesting booster. Is it a booster or some sort of jamming field like what the Lidrith were equipped with? If you reach permit score five at least. It's not enough, but it's a start. I mean, let's face it. Okay, yeah, that's it. They still haven't explained what's the difference between the permit scores and the layers. And then, of course, we've got this moment right here, which I'm gonna let it play out for a thumbnail. Like she just got like she's fine, she's a mess, everything like that after everything she's been through, and this beautiful scene. That that's lovely. That's lovely right there. Uh, I do, of course, the opening. I do very much enjoy this scene here, where we see the actual military, the Space Assembly League, doing its job. I mean, they failed, but at least they did it. They moved forward here. They tried. Normally, it's always a case of they're the military is either way too slow to respond or way too lazy. They're easily tricked, etc., etc. Here, they're playing it smart here. They know they can't get close because of the data storm barrier. So they attack at a distance here. They use all their arsenals. They try to plan. It doesn't work, of course, but it very much like reminds me of Double O here, where the ships, the strategies and tactics. They definitely need more of that here, but they're going off with very little information. They don't know much about Quiet Zero, its strength, or its full strength, or its full limitations. So yeah, and of course this fencing duel was a surprise. I loved it. I loved it here. It's like return of fencing in Gundam, sure. I mean, it's like obviously a direct homage to when Char and Amuro had their little fencing match at a Bawaku, and even Gundam Wing. Yeah, Gundam has a thing for fencing. It's hard to tell. You'll die, and now they have to use this old model, which like driving a car blindfolded. They make it, and from what we see in the dialogue here, it seems they've had a thing. Time for the final adjustments. Okay, he's got that, and then we got this. Which is this what they used in mobile suit control systems? It's a giant pod, which we see how they are. Like they're all positioned around it. Yeah, like here they are. They're all positioned inside the pod around it. It makes me wonder: did mobile suit development start just a little bit before Permi was discovered, and that's why? I mean, I really want to know the history of mobile suits here. So far, they make it quite clear that all mobile suits all technology have permit here, and it seems that permit is what made mobile suits far more practical. Actually, so yeah, like the history of Mobile Suit here, we need more of that. Like I loved in the UC manga of the developers where we see the birth of the Zaku and how the people who made it here and how it was developed and refined over time. They need to do that with all the other universes here. Like, let me see how the plants in Zaft made Mobile Suits, made the first Jin. Let me see how it was made in the Leo became the standard here, or the Tallgeese, I guess here, because yeah, I think the Tallgeese was the first Mobile Suit, if I remember right. Let me see how the Mobile Fighter came to be. So much I want to see. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of the other, so many of the other universes need expansion like that here. Like they need the attention UC is getting. We also see that, like, cool. The Miorine's mother had in the genetic wrote a message in the genetic code there. I will always be attached to you, Miorine. Very sweet. Like she has a strong resistance here. I have to imagine it's because she was cloned. If she would have gone through this process, Suletta here, when she was still a kid, like maybe the same age as her sister, would have been so much easier here. No problem. Maybe even probably even faster than Eri was, because again, she is a clone of an older Eri. Looks like the older Eri here, who's already been used to it. So genetically, she would have been far better predisposed to handle the permit score. And there was the same logic here. But she's already gone through puberty. And yeah, like I love how there's a size chart, and Suletta is actually taller than all other Gundam protagonists. Gave thanks to her, even though she doesn't deserve a thanks. It's impressive here, and she does fight well and handling permit score 5 all the way, but she's gonna have to go further here, go up to permit score 8 and such. Eesh. And of course, Delling woke up. Yeah, that look is a smile. That's probably the closest she's gonna get to an actual smile off this man. I hate him. I still hate him for what he did. I mean, this is everything that's happened because of this idiot. And back in and what he pretty much did in the prologue. So, so yeah, let's see what happened here. We got Guel has to deal with his brother. We've got Suletta dealing with her family issues. It's the family drama is strong in this series. Oh boys, let's see what he does. Because Suletta, I think she will contemplate having to take extreme measures to stop her mother if she has to, and she'll live and she'll deal and live the consequences. Yeah, she has truly grown here. Like she's doing this for herself because she believes it has to be done. She's gonna stop her mother, go against her mother. That's something. So everyone, tell me all what you think here. Do you want to see also like mobile suits get a proper price tag, like how much each one cost back in their heyday and stuff? Heck, I mean, you see, it's common for you to buy mobile suits off a junkyard, for crying out loud. And how much they cost? I want to see. I want to know that. And what do you think of that kid with the Haro? Why is he so interested in Quiet Zero? I want to know more. So yeah, thank you for watching. As always, tell me your thoughts down in the comments down below. Please hit like button to for this video because it does help get noted by the algorithm, get attention, and helps me grow the channel by giving me money. Because, let's face it, we all need money to live here. The price for living is high. YouTube does not pay that much. But it does help. Every little bit help, and to help set me up better here. That sounds so greedy. Well, they say who isn't greedy. So until then, this is Mecha-san, logging out.